What are we doing?
We're gonna shoot a buck.
How big a buck?
Very big.
Alrighty. Booyah.
Booyah.
There I was, back in the wild again. And I felt right at home, where I belong. I had that feeling coming over me again. Just like it happened so many times before. Hey, Maddie!
Indiana had started a youth weekend the last weekend in September. I knew where she was going to go. We was going to set up on top of the main lane. We call it Maddie's food plot now. And, that's where she was going to hunt. I get there, I pull the card, no bucks coming out in daylight hours. I thought, what in the world's going on? So I told Dad, I said, I got to go down in the river bottom. I said, I got to pull that card, see what's going on down there. Sure enough, here come two nice bucks coming out in daylight hours, down in the river bottom where it was cool. They're showing their faces. I didn't have a blind set up. So that night, it was about midnight, 1 o'clock, I get up and I go and I put the blind up. Get it all brushed in, come back, couldn't sleep the rest of the night, so I just stayed up. So me and Maddie, we get ready and we go down. Well, didn't see anything that morning, which I kind of knew we wouldn't. So we left and ended up, having lunch and all that. So went back down for that evening hunt. And the buck that was coming out first on trail camera was a nice big mature 8-pointer that would have been perfect. It was a 5-year-old 8-pointer, needed to be gotten out of there. And the other buck that was coming out was actually a buck that was off limits. He was a young, non-typical buck. And, we just didn't want him shot. So we get settled in, and a couple does had come out.
Yeah.
There's 2 or 3 does come out, and next thing I know, I look up, and sure enough, here comes a buck. And it was the buck that was off limits.
Behind the shoulder.
I'm right behind it.
And squeeze. Oh, put your head down. Keep your head down. Put it right behind the shoulder. And squeeze.
I think it's right behind the shoulder.
If it's behind the shoulder, then squeeze it. And keep your head down.
Can I go now?
Yeah, whenever. Good shot.
He's down. He's down. He's down.
Do what?
He's down.
He's down. All right.
Chill. His head's moving.
I know.
I put him right in the middle of the belly, behind the shoulder, right here.
Okay, where did you put it?
I don't know, but I put it on top of the bag. How did that make it happen?
Hey.
What? Booyah.
You just smoked an Indiana giant.
I'm gonna go get ready to get my big buck.
Okay, let's go see if we can find him. Look.
I can't.
That is an absolute stud.
He's heavy. Can I drop him now?
Yeah.
We're down here on Papaw's farm down in southern Indiana. This is Weekend of Youth 2014.
Maddie came down. We didn't hunt this morning because we wanted to wait till the evening. We had him patterned pretty good. And he come out with 3 does about 6:30. And Maddie waited, and he got about 45 yards from the ground blind we was in. And she pulled the trigger and put the smack down on him. What do you think, Maddie?
It's really neat.
Yeah. Oh, we got in the blind about 3:30, and I'll tell you what, I couldn't be any prouder. And this is a proud moment right here.
Yes.
Maddie just killed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pointer. You can only get bigger from here on out.
It's true. Peppa!
That is Maddie's second deer she harvested. Totally. Your very first buck, but your second deer.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually has turned out to be her biggest buck she has taken. It scores 152 and 4/8. And everybody, said, oh, she'll never beat that. She'll never beat that. Well, you haven't yet. You've killed, 6 bucks? 7? 2 140s, 2 150s, and then the 2 this year. So 7 bucks.
Yeah.
You've killed 6 good rack bucks that score, and then you killed your very first spiker. After that, it started. Maddie was 5 years old. We literally have videotaped every hunt that you've got, and now Maddie has turned into a phenomenal little hunter, not just a shooter. It has really been a great adventure for me, Papa, and Maddie. And seeing 3 generations of hunters. Papa got me started in the outdoors. I was 8 years old when I killed my first deer. Maddie was 5. So it's been a great family bonding, family time, and Maddie learns that she can live off the land. She can do whatever she wants to do. You got any stories you want to tell?
No.
You don't?
You
don't want to tell the stories about doing scent cover in the blind?
No.
You don't want to tell them stories?
No. No.
There I was, back in the wild again. And I felt right at home, where I belong. I had that feeling coming over me again. Just like it happened